Oh. Whew. What's up, Coffee?
What's going on, brother? How you been, boss?
Man, I've been on hiatus.
You have been on hiatus.
Yeah. Lots of. Well, let's let me introduce.
Bring it in, right?
I know, man. I'm rusty. So, let's see what the heck is going on over here. So, dude. So, got a new spot.
You do. It's very nice.
Open mic.
Very nice. Oh, I thought you was talking about your studio.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I don't know how long you've had this. I don't know when this all got set up. It was like, oh yeah, he's got the studio set up, new studio. I'm like, oh okay, cool, yeah. Like, it was one of those. You get in contact with your people, this, that, and other. But I mean, we rock. But
Well. For one thing, all right. This studio took about 2 years? 2 years to build. I would say about 2 years. 2 years to build. So getting all this just exactly the way it looks is.
It looks good, brother.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
It looks good, bro.
We got a lot of different stuff going on
here.
Yeah,
you got a lot of stuff going on. I'm pretty sure throughout the, the rest of the episodes and throughout the show and this project, incorporate it all. But I mean, you did a damn good job. Shit, look legit.
Thanks.
I mean,
Yeah. So I mean, I feel good about it.
You got everything cracking. You got a new room. You got a room. And first of all, for those that don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't even introduced the name of the show or none of that. We just jump right on it.
So,
I mean, I guess if they click on it, they know the name of the show anyway.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's is this thing on? Was the first original thing that we were gonna do, but I'm thinking more going like after the show or after the drop. It's still kind of up in there, but I'm thinking more after the drop. And originally, I was thinking,
why after the drop?
Well, after the drop, as in, hold on, let me switch it. After the drop, hold on. There we go. So like after you drop off the kids, you could check us out, or after the microphone drop, or shit, I don't know. It's still up in there. Should we have that nailed out by now?
You probably should.
Yeah.
You probably should.
Well, we'll get to it. You know how we do.
You probably should. It's like, oh yeah, we got everything but a name. But it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good, man. That's what happens in entertainment sometimes. Sometimes you got to put the wagon before the horse.
Yeah, definitely.
They always say that. I always hate this thing. Like, don't put the wagon before the horse. Like, sometimes you do.
Yeah. Some people don't even have a horse. I got like a donkey with like 3 legs. You're like, seriously. Like, man, it's been. I'm gonna tell you, it's been a fucked up year or a messed up year. I gotta learn how to stop swearing. We'll bleep those out whenever I do that.
Is that one of your goals?
That's my goal. My short-term goal.
Is it one of your short-term goals?
Yeah.
Is to cut back on profanity.
But I mean, it's a way of my life. I mean, my mom.
It's nothing wrong with profanity. Nothing wrong with being profane. It's just, I think it's the way the frequency and how much you're using it, right? Like some guys. I mean, I grew up around some guys, but they say fuck every other word.
Well, you know what? On stage, I was doing that, and then people, obviously you want to cut out the profanity, stuff like that.
Yeah,
because eventually we'd like to, syndicate this nationwide or something.
Shit, man. When you got your own platform, though, you could syndicate it.
Well, I mean, like, I wouldn't mind if NBC cut me a check.
Oh yeah,
that's what I mean.
Well, you can go on their streaming platform and then
Yeah, well, it's open season then. But then who knows about all the demonetization and all that stuff, but whatever.
Yeah.
It's whatever. I
I
don't know.
mean, you can make your own platform, man. You know,
We did make our own platform.
yeah. I don't know. I curse.
I curse.
I didn't. On stage, I used to use like strategic profanity. Like
Yeah.
like anytime I was profane on stage, it was like it was meant to be there. It was like a reason why I was there.
Right.
It was giving emphasis in my writing when I was there. It wasn't just like, you know, excessive seasoning on.
It wasn't
on
because
the
you were
material.
stalling or anything like that, or trying to think of
or
something,
like I can't
or get
articulate
nervous.
myself right
Right.
in a particular way.
Right. So, a lot of things happening. A lot of things happening in the world these days. Did you see the? Let's see.
It's shit happening all the time.
Wait a minute.
It's shit happening there. It's so. Here's the thing, right? With media and being informed, you really got to choose what category you want to be informed in. It's impossible to be informed on everything.
Of course.
It just is. Like you got this shit of substance, right? Right. Political issues, you know, geopolitical issues, what's going on with the world, finances, you know, which is probably that should be your primary right now, because it's a whole lot of shit. Like, if you think about it, like certain categories to be informed on, and the way things change every day, like, what is it, people that listen to, what is it, NPR, you know, you watch, like I had an uncle, man, they had cable, right? We was coming up, it was like, we used to love going to their house because they had cable. You know what I'm saying? we ain't had,
Wait. Did they? So that means they had a cheater box.
they probably did.
They had a cheater box, or there's some filters. They used to have these things that look like you'd have like 5 of these like metal things connected
I
onto
wonder
your
if that's
car.
a Midwest thing.
Nah, man, everyone was stealing cable.
No, I mean the cheetah box.
Everyone was stealing. That's cable. Cheater boxes.
You think they had that like on the East Coast? They probably had their own version on the East Coast. They didn't call it a cheetah box.
I think everyone called it a cheater box. What else would you call it? Cable box? Yeah.
Nah, I'm you know what I'm saying? But there was
Cheater box.
our region. You know, we call different. Like for instance, up here,
Like gangway.
yeah, like a gangway. We call it the alley.
Alley. What the hell? A prairie. A prairie. Like, I think that's an East Side Chicago thing.
What?
A prairie. You know what a prairie is?
Nah. Well, I know what the real prairie is.
I've seen that show too. I've been grounded. A prairie is just basically like a lot of land, like a lot, not a lot, but like a we'll say a block,
Like a parcel.
yes, a parcel. Call that, go over there by the prairie and meet me there.
Oh yeah, but the prairie is like a southern. I think a prairie is southern.
Really? No.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah, Laura Ingalls, baby. Little house on the prairie.
I don't even want to get into that. My mother may watch this one day.
Man, bro. You knew your Saturday was going down. When,
Our thing was the Waltons Mountain. Did you ever watch the Waltons?
I've heard of it. I've never watched that shit.
What? The Waltons Mountain. Like, they would be like, good night, John Boy. Good night, Mary Lou. Good night, Mary Ellen.
Nah, hell no. I ain't never see that.
Yeah, no shit.
I never saw that.
Well, getting back to the news, I know that we're between two of us, we got ADD, ADHD like a mother.
Well, yeah.
It's like, Bird, did you see the Siamese twin?
Oh, the dude that
this guy-
married one of them.
This guy right there. Look at that.
That's again. I think. Look, man.
Come on. All right. Tell me.
Look, man.
Tell me. Like, for real. Like, everyone has that question, right?
I ain't seen Siamese twins, man, since
The circus?
no, like I remember
Is
like
it- is
Sally
it-
Jesse Raphael, like the daytime talk shows with like what was his name? Geraldo.
Geraldo Rivera.
Yeah, like every now and again, like Oprah and them, like they pop up. Like Siamese twins used to be like a phenomenon.
Is it even
and shit.
politically correct to call them Siamese twins?
Man, I don't know. Everybody, I don't even know what you call it. They don't even fight no more. I didn't even know that was still happening until I saw this shit.
Oh, dude. Okay. The question is, did he marry both of them?
In the news, they say he just married one, right? Like he
exactly.
He just did one.
Yeah.
I mean, I really don't know which one he married. I'm assuming it's the one on the left,
Is it?
and not the one in the middle.
So she's the third wheel.
But then why would he hug? So maybe it is the one in the middle, not the one on the left.
I think it's got to be the one in the middle. Because why
Would he be hugged? Right. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, like, can you imagine? Like, she'd just be like on the wedding night.
Like, how do you play the other twin though,
like,
bro?
Just like sleep. And then there's a
Like, do they? I don't know the biological genetics of it.
Yeah.
So like, does one fall asleep?
What?
And one doesn't. Do they both fall asleep at the same time?
My question is,
When they have sex, do both of them feel the?
well, they got one vagina and two tits.
Right. Okay. But what I'm saying is,
Do they both feel that same sensation?
because there's two separate brains working, do they both feel cognitively?
Maybe they're jumping together,
experience?
like the
No,
feeling,
no,
the orgasm.
Yeah, that's
Do
what
they
I'm
both?
saying.
Do they both feel it?
Do they both feel it? Like cognitively, do they both feel it?
Like what if one
Like
says,
how do you holler at one and not holler at the other one though? Like what if the other one player hates?
or what if one
Like what if
has
the
a
other
headache?
one's like, right? Like the other one, like man, I don't really want to go out tonight. Like I'm going out with Steve. Like I don't really want to go out with Steve.
The other one just falls asleep.
Like what? And then that was the question. Like what happens with the other one? Like okay, well she want to marry somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like how does that work?
Exact.
Like how does that work?
So what if another dude wants to marry the other one?
I want to know how you got close to him.
Two at a time.
Because okay, do they classify it as that's your sister? Is one body? It's so. All right, for instance, like okay, when they fill out an application, fuck him.
That's a weirdo.
Like fuck this motherfucker. Like before we even get to this bitch.
Yeah.
And I'm talking shit. I ain't never been married. First of all, bruh, I gotta get my shit together, bruh. But let me stay focused.
This guy
Like,
got two.
man.
Two. He got
like,
a twofer.
He got a two. He right now he the only man that got a 2-for-1.
But, BOGO.
Like he got a 2-for-1.
Is that technically a BOGO?
Like he got a 2-for-1 deal. You know what I'm saying?
The question is,
Like imagine getting judged by both of them all day long.
Oh God, it'd be terrible.
All day long, you getting judged by 'em.
But what if they're both freaks?
Again.
Like legit. Like what if they were both freaks?
That's why it's somebody for everybody.
Yeah.
It's somebody for everybody. But like, okay, when they fill out an application, like what if one, because if they different, like what if one is into finance, the other one in the medical field? Like imagine be like, okay, she got to go to work because we hired her, we ain't hired you. And then when you get off work at your job, then she got to, what if one worked the day shift and one worked the night shift?
Oh no, these gals got to be working.
They probably doing like remote.
remote.
Yeah, remote.
Remote.
This remote's hot right now.
But my question truly is, do they both have 2 credit scores? 2 different.
That's crazy.
Like
right?
2 different social security numbers?
Is it 2 dope shit? Like all of that. Like when you go down that rabbit hole, it's a hell of a hole to fall into.
Like, could you imagine them going applying for unemployment?
Man, listen.
Like, imagine them walking down.
Look.
Like, you're about to serve them on the unemployment line, and they're like you're like, oh man, I gotta call my supervisor on this one.
But everything is we. We got to go to the doctor. We got to do this. We got to do that. We got to do this. Like it again is biologically. How does it work? Right. So then all of a sudden now you get this dude. I'm not saying they shouldn't be with nobody, but you get this dude.
Yeah.
Like they choose this dude. They got one vagina, bruh. Like they you don't marry one. I don't understand that. Oh, I married just like then the other one shit out of luck. Or is it like fuck an open relationship? Like she gotta have like an open body. Like, hey man, this vagina just ain't yours.
Right.
I'm saying, like, you gotta give the other one the rights to smash. Right? Like they've had to have a conversation with themselves about their body.
I mean, look, this is them on their wedding night.
So one control one arm, one control the other. That shit crazy as hell. What? You got the pictures of? You got any more pictures?
Yeah.
That shit is wild.
Yeah. Let's see.
That's crazy. I find that fascinating. I find that guy fascinating. Because I think that guy's full of shit.
I mean, is he like, look at that. That's their engagement. Guessing like the engagement.
Gee, I'm telling you, it's got to be shorty on the left. Of the screen. It's got to be the chick on the left of the screen. That's because
there's one.
Yeah, it's got to be that one.
Yeah.
He was attracted to the one on the left.
For sure. Definitely the last one got the beauty in the right in the middle. Or
I don't even want to look. I don't even want to. I'm just saying.
I mean,
that is a. Come on, gang. No.
But then again,
no,
then again, maybe the other one is more freakier. Like,
that shit wild, boy.
Like, which one is the freak?
They share what? Wait a minute. It said they share one body, one bloodstream. Bring that back up. The Hensel sisters share one body, bloodstream, and all organs below the waist.
So
okay,
there you go.
Cuz is that considered poly? Or what is it?
Polyamorous?
Polyamorous. That's wild.
I think that's just okay. Now the question is would you do a one night stand with them?
Oh man, I don't know, bro.
I mean that's something.
I don't know.
To put in your book.
I don't know how much
that's something
you
to put
gotta
in the
have a lot of
books.
juice. Cause okay, hear me out. Like when you go out,
That's a double notch.
like okay, you go out, see a chick, she with a homegirl, right? Like
Mhm.
let's go off of this. Like you know, it's generally problematic, right? When you try to holler at one chick and the other chick, like if you're not up to par with the other chick, she gonna hate. One chick might hate on you, and then the chick you want to talk to because of the influence of the friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
It'll jam you up.
Right.
In this case,
Ain't no lying.
there ain't no line in the sand.
Well, let me see your cell phone. Do they share a cell phone? I mean, legit, man. Like, do they got like two different plans?
I
Like,
find that to be fascinating. There's so many questions.
because like, why would you have two cell phone plans?
Well, one might be sex and one, like, you not.
Well, you can just share it. They're sharing a husband. Why can't you share a cell phone?
This is the kind of shit that's going on in the world. This is why shit is a distraction. Like, you fall down this rabbit hole, you gonna miss some other storylines.
Well, you know what? Honestly, I'd rather be talking about this than people like hungry and wherever. Where are people hungry these days, Gary?
Man, people are hungry around the corner. Shit, I was hungry earlier today. What the fuck is you talking about? World hunger, individual hunger,
local hungry.
Yeah, like local, man. It's like government, like state hunger, like. Talking about world hunger, man. I ain't that shit. No, man, that's a crazy story. That's a wild story. Like that's just shit that you will fall down that rabbit hole and.
This is the news.
So you in the weird news?
Nah, weird. I'm not. I'm not into politics or anything like that. I'm just into. Yeah,
you gotta be up on your politics, man. You gotta get up on. You gotta be tapped in, bro.
But I just don't got the time. I was trying to build this damn studio.
You was trying to build this studio and get this first subject matter off with these twins. You was like, only got time to build this studio. I got to take my kids here, there. Oh, and I'm gotta make sure to fall down this rabbit hole with these twins.
Yeah, exactly.
So wait a minute. I avoided the question. I think I'm be too fascinated the way my mind works. I don't know if I'm. Cause see, it's hard for me to objectify them.
Right. Meaning what?
Cause everybody do it. Everybody talk that bullshit like, oh, you objectify me, oh, sexualize this, that, that. You sexualizing somebody if you hollering at them. Right?
For sure.
You objectifying them at some point.
Yep.
In the process. So it you know what I mean? Like, people always be like, oh, I can't believe this. Blah, blah. Man, shut the fuck up. At some point, you do it too.
Everyone.
Or you've you've lusted, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Or you getting ready to talk to a guy, you've objectified him in some way. It's just not physically objectifying. That's what we generally think about, but women out here financially objectify you. Right?
Right.
I mean, what kind of money you got? He looked like he got bread. Like, it's a laundry list of shit. And I just be too heavy into the conversation. Like, I be asking too many questions. Like, I'm pretty sure they get asked a shit ton of questions all the time. All the time.
I would have him on the show.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I have him on the show. And then after that, I guess I could judge whether or not, you know what I'm saying, I'll holler at the single one. And one of them free.
Like, which one's not married?
One of them free.
What?
I don't want to speak on my man's wife. You know what I'm saying? But the other one, it's be like, man, she got a fat ass. Dude, you talking about my wife. Well, I was actually talking about the other one.
I was talking about the other cheek.
I was talking about the other cheek. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
So you get to hollering at them, like, you know how, like, back in the day it was like a thing where, like, you be walking with a chick, like PDA, and they be like, have a hand in their pocket, which I always thought was weird.
Yeah.
Putting a hand in the pocket, I thought that was weird as shit.
I think that's like a 90s thing.
Yeah, it was like a 90s thing. I'm gonna put my hand in your pocket. And you're walking. It's like, you grabbing the butt cheek? What are you doing? Anyway, just imagine, like, okay, one dude hollering at one, and then you on the other side, right? And you both got y'all hand in the pocket. Like, do one like spicy food and one don't? Right? Like, they gotta have the same diet.
Yeah, exactly. Shit. I don't know.
That's rough, man.
All right. Next topic.
Oh my God. We ain't doing no transitions. We just jump. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
I
already know where you're going.
Where am I going?
I already know where you're going because it's hot button. It's hot button.
My man. Oh, Sean John.
They fucking up my childhood, bro.
You know, like,
they fucking up my childhood. Diddy had, let me say this, bro. Diddy had cuts.
No doubt. But he always jumped on other people's.
it don't matter.
You're right.
What he was producing, Diddy had cuts. If Diddy was producing your shit, it was legit, right? Like, the reason why Diddy was Diddy now. Diddy also was a shark. He wasn't paying nobody, you know. I mean, that's in all business. But they attacking this man's personal life. I don't know if he was sex trafficking.
What is technically sex trafficking?
I don't know, man.
I
I think what they trying to prevent us from finding out what they all into, like sex trafficking, like you're kidnapping or forcing people to have sex against their will. You know, like you know, you kidnapping women and shit and kids and shipping them out here, there, and
the thing. I mean, do you think he's going down?
Oh yeah, they got him pinned up, G.
But is there? There's no warrant out for him yet.
There's no warrant out yet, but
there's gonna be.
When the feds come for you, bro, they coming for a reason.
For sure. And then
here's the thing. I'm not talking about the cops. I'm not talking about the motherfuckers that are issued the, you know, like, all right, y'all got to go get this motherfucker. I'm not talking about that.
Right.
It's somebody that told them, hey, y'all got to go pick this some bitch up, or y'all got to go raid the house. Like, whoever's up top, the AUSA, you know, the district attorneys and all that, I don't know if they vetting and doing a favor for, you know, a corporation, because Diddy was bucking the system. He went at Ciroc. He went at DeLeon, you know. He was talking shit to Hollywood, right? Like, you know, there's always a bigger dog. Now, you could be the big dog, but there's always a bigger dog.
Oh, man.
Sometimes you could.
I just realized.
Come on,
I just realized the picture I had of him was zoomed in.
Nah, bro, it ain't gonna. Man, that's that's Bron. No, we not doing no LeBron slander, bro. We not doing. We ain't doing no LeBron slander, bro. Bron ain't did nothing. You deserve that, bro. Why is there a baby in the background? Wait, what's going on? Hold on.
Let me bring that back up.
Why is there a naked baby?
It's clearly Photoshop.
This is clearly Photoshop.
I mean, they're not doing nothing. They're just two guys.
This is not a real pit. Well, I don't even know why you found this pit.
It was the first thing that came up. What?
Bron don't deserve that, man. Bron don't deserve it. I don't know. That Diddy shit is wild. But you saw it coming. But again, the first domino to drop was the situation with Cassie, right?
Yeah.
Undisclosed. Like, again, sometimes you could reach a point where you feel untouchable with your power, with your money, with your influence. But eventually, right? Eventually, that shit gonna drop. The ball gonna drop.
It always does.
The ball drop on regular motherfuckers that don't have that much power and influence when you living your life.
Tell me that wasn't pretty badass. This dude could play like 3-card Monte with jets. Like, he had all his jets out in the air, and it's like, oh shit, where's Diddy?
But they don't have a warrant out, so his passport is still good. You know, he right now what Diddy really need to be doing is getting his money up, getting his war chest together, and going to a non-extradition country, getting ready to fight. Like
Greece.
Because Greece, Bali, Switzerland, Russia, someplace.
No, he needs to stay out of Russia. Like, I heard what they do over there.
Yeah, Russia wild. Russia wild. Russia ain't fucking around.
No, Russia got enough problems if you're in Russia right now.
Yeah, I don't know nobody that want to go to. Look, there's no reason for anybody I know to be going to Russia.
Can you actually take a trip right now to Russia? Like, can you book like an Expedia like flight?
Yeah, you can go to Russia.
No,
they ain't got no ban on Americans going to Russia. You can take your ass over there if you want to.
No, I'm good.
You take your ass over there if you want. You ain't gonna have fun in Russia. They don't allow your type of fun in Russia that you like to do.
No, they don't play. I don't know.
They doing it over there, but that shit is illegal. If you get caught, that's your ass.
Yeah. Yeah. Hell, that one basketball player got busted with a vape pen.
Oh man, BG,
Yeah.
Brittany Griner.
Who'd they trade her for? They traded her for some like
The dude that Nicolas Cage played in
yeah, the
Lord of War.
but wasn't he an American citizen?
No,
You know?
he wasn't an American citizen. He was just over here. What's his name?
Nicolas Cage played him, wherever it was, Lord of the War or something like that.
Yeah, he was like the concierge of crime or some bullshit.
Yeah, he sold arms. He was the arms
he
dealer.
was an arm dealer. The
Yeah.
most notorious arms dealer in history, so they say.
That's pretty dope.
You don't even know where that motherfucker at now.
Probably on a yacht. He's getting taken care of.
Yeah, with one of the oligarchs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I bet you he done sold at least a 9mm.
Just for some walking around cash.
Bro, he got over there and started moving.
Yeah, but like not just one, like thousands of them.
Yeah, he done sold a case. He been locked down too long.
Yeah.
The last thing he knew was moving weight. That's what he went back over there to do. They set him back up.
Yeah. Yeah, they needed him.
He's straight.
Yeah.
He got a shower. He got some vodka.
Well, he's not in jail.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, dude.
They took care of him.
For sure.
He was probably eating some baklava, some bullshit. I don't even know what they eat in Russia.
I don't know. Why don't they eat like caviar? Isn't caviar from Russia?
And caviar's from all over.
It's from a whale eggs, right? Yeah.
Yeah, beluga.
Beluga.
Yeah. Yeah.
We must sound ignorant right now.
Look, I've never had caviar. I've had fine dining, right? Like exceptional fine dining. I've been to very expensive places, nice places that carry caviar, but it's just never been something that I wanted to indulge in. I've become, my palate's changed. I've become more of a foodie, but I don't know if I've caviar ready.
Pate. What's pate? I've had pate. I think I like pate better than caviar. Caviar, it felt like a bunch of little eggs in your mouth, and then when you like crunch on them, they bust.
Like boba tea.
Yeah, that guy owes me $50.
That shit is expensive. I find it, isn't it weird? Like
they don't stock that at Strack and Van Til's. That's for sure.
Man, they start selling caviar at Strack and Van Til. Boy.
They're gonna have a spider wrap on that behind the case.
Man,
people making caviar sandwiches like peanut butter jelly.
You let black people get a hold of caviar, we frying that shit. Flat out. We gonna find a way to fry it, and if you in Chicago and you got caviar, they gonna find a way to jerk it.
Yeah, that or what's the
we got jerk caviar right now, man. Come on down in the hood. We got jerk caviar. We going a large for 20.
20 piece. Give me a 20 piece.
Let me get a 20 piece. A caviar fried hard.
You want hot sauce or no hot sauce?
Right. And then mild sauce, man.
Harold's be coming out. That's what the Harold's gonna be on Harold's new menu.
Caviar patties.
Only at store number 74.
You have to stuff it. You have to stuff it in something. So like a beef patty, like at the Jamaican spot, or like a pastelillos, like empanada. Like you just get it stuffed with caviar. You know what I'm saying?
Or they could tempura it.
or tempura. It's just fancy.
Give me some tempura caviar.
Give me some tempura caviar. Try to make it sound sexy. You want some fried caviar, nigga? Fuck. We'll fry the shit out of it. Yeah. I wonder how it hold up. Somebody done had to try to fry it by now.
Oh, dude, I'm sure they do. They
try
fry
to put
everything.
it in the patty with a paste.
They fry everything. Twinkies.
They frying like, hey, you get caviar down at that Texas State Fair, they gonna fry the shit out of it.
putting some ding dong, some ho hos, put it inside that, fry that up.
Roll it. You got to use the egg to get it to stick. Maybe like some bread. You know what I'm saying? Like how they make meatballs. Like how the Italians make authentic meatballs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Roll it in. Get you a fried caviar patty. It might be fire.
It might be, but
then somebody be like, well, why would you waste, a $5,000 tin of, people always doing wild shit.
right.
People always doing wild shit with food. Always doing wild shit with food. All the time.
Let's see. All right. What
All
else?
the time.
Hey, don't you got a show coming up soon?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Struggles of a struggling comic. I do.
Do you know where your show's at this weekend?
Yeah.
You do? That's a first.
About an hour out, downstate Illinois. Yeah. Then an ensemble of comics.
Well, that's good. All right, so who's on it? Bill D,
Billy D, John Stage.
my man John Stage,
And I think Brandon King.
of course, Brandon King.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
All four of us roll down there to Illinois.
It's where John Stage is from, isn't it?
No, it's a different town.
Oh, okay.
Our last little excursion, he had set us up. And that was a good time. I had a rough night.
Every night's rough.
Well, I started out my set a little rough. Every night on stages. I don't know. You only as good as your last show.
Yeah.
You're only as good as your last show.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've had several things have been like, I don't know, tight. But I've had a few shows since then, so it's like,
All right. Worst show ever.
Oh man.
I know which one in my head.
Well, you were there.
Maybe that's why it was the worst show ever.
You were there. You were there.
So go on.
It was
yoga studio. It was at a yoga studio.
What? Oh wait, whoa! You think that was the worst? Well, okay, that was definitely the worst attended. Look,
the lowest ticket sales ever in history. I think we broke Guinness World Records on that.
Could you performing in front of one motherfucker is rough, right? I don't understand why the show wasn't canceled. And she was sweet.
Oh, sweet lady,
sweet lady, very sweet. And
she pushed it.
She was like, well, the guy's been waiting here because he got here on time when the doors open, and he's been waiting. I'm like, this motherfucker's a military veteran.
His name was Alan.
His name was Alan. He ain't had shit going on, clearly, to wait that long. Like, give him his $7 back and quit holding this man hostage. Like, he didn't waste no time.
I think that was the lowest paid show I ever got paid.
Man, she gave us $7.
The split between three. Was it with that? We had to split with three, right? Or was it just me and you?
It was just me and you.
Yeah.
$7. Like she handed it to us with like this look of
shame.
I
mean, it was a nice gesture.
She was like, well, because she was like, well, you guys just do sometime. I'm like, sometime. You just want me to go in there and talk to him? Like, give us the $7. Let me go buy this guy a beer. Tell him thank you for your service.
Yes.
And get the fuck out of here. Like, what are we doing? It's terrible. That was by far one of the worst. I mean, I've got a few under my belt.
Yeah.
I got a few under my belt. The worst is though. It's two.
Vegas?
Ooh.
Oh, I didn't mean to bring that one.
That first one in Vegas was rough.
Okay, all right. So the Vegas one or the outdoor one?
By far the outdoor one.
I think that was the ego. That was an ego check on both of us.
The one outdoors, both of them are really bad. But the one outdoors, first of all, doing stand-up outdoors sucks.
Yeah.
It is just so many different elements. To me, I just don't like doing outdoor shows. I think they suck. It's terrible. It's hard to connect. And then if it's not set up properly for the performance, which it was not at all, And then I'm headlining, right? And then there's nothing. It should have been easy because it was nothing but women, right? And also, like I had everything laid out. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hit them here, and I didn't. I don't know. Like I was the host.
Well,
brought me up on some bullshit.
Well, let's back this up. Back this train up. First thing, we come walking in like Dick Strong. Like,
oh,
like we were like, I even had my car parked in front.
Oh yeah, you took the VIP from the owner.
Yes. Yeah. You know, we had cameras set up, everything, the whole 9 yards.
Man, I was looking fly too.
Dude, you were on point.
I was on fly.
Dude,
we was ready.
We look like we were gonna shut this place down.
And then he had been hyping it up. He hyped me up, and look, and the hype was not unwarranted.
No,
right? Like at that time, you know, I was on fire.
Yeah,
right. I was having a good run.
A week before that, killed it.
Yeah,
week before that, murdered it.
I was having a good run, man.
It was like a fucking train just hit us.
It was terrible.
The worst is walking off of it.
Well, it was bad. Like, remember, the host came and snatched the mic from me.
They took the microphone away from you.
He took the mic from me. Hey, it was another comic. Junior came up there and sat down with me, like I was doing an Easter speech. And it's black people, which is tough.
Yeah.
Black people are hard to entertain.
Yeah.
They are hard to entertain. Let me not say they're hard to entertain. They're hard to make laugh.
Right.
It's an outdoor event. It was late. Show started super late.
Yeah,
it was so spread out. And what made it worse is when they brought out all those seats that were just empty.
Empty seats.
Like they brought out seats in this, so it's this corridor, right? Like on the side of the bar where they hold outdoor events. I guess you could call it a terrace, right? And it was a mechanical bull in the hood, which is really weird. But it did look nice. All of a sudden, it's like, okay, the distance from the stage to where people were at, you know, it was like, okay, like how do you project? I don't know, it was so many things rolling in my head, and it's like, okay, I got it, right? Like, I see how I'm gonna have to do this. And then I walk away, I go in the bathroom, you know, look in the mirror, do my thing, get my head right, try to like have some time to myself, meditate, and I come back out, and they done put 50 white, maybe like 50 or 60 white chairs in front of the stage in rows, and nobody was sitting in them.
No one. Not one person.
Not one person. And it's like 60 people out there. And nobody moved to the chairs. They just all sat in like, you know, the patio furniture that they had out there.
Were they rocking the mechanical bull while the show was going?
Man, when I was like 25 minutes in dying on stage. Oh my God, it was hard to do crowd work. It was very humbling. Listen, what made that worse, besides them not wanting to pay me,
and you know,
like, it was so bad they didn't want to pay me.
And I'm normally that first guy to be like, no, hell with that, man. You're getting paid.
Yeah, no.
Like, I mean, that was a hard one to like.
It was a gut wrenching bomb, right? Like it was bad. I mean, bad from
like Hiroshima.
20 seconds in. 20 seconds in, it was like, oh shit. By minute 3, it was like, yeah, okay. Like hit the panic button. Dude.
Jack.
All right. Okay. Now I'm searching. Bop. Like, it was bad, bro. It was so bad.
Like we heard crickets and shit.
Look, it was so bad. I got a phone call the next day
No, that same night. You had people call.
Oh yeah, no, I had a few people call that night.
That wasn't even in that state.
Yeah, right. Like, and I thought the one person that called me, I thought he was in Texas. Because he was like, dude, what the fuck were you even doing taking that gig? Like, you shouldn't be taking that show. Like, even though the money that was promised was good money.
Great money.
He was like, it was great money. He was like, you shouldn't have been taking that show. He was like, that's not even
your style.
That's not your style. That's not your room. That's not, and I mean, you need to do those, right? To know what you can do.
Right.
He was just like, being a good mentor, being a good friend, like, you know, he was like I shouldn't be getting a phone call. Mind you, I'm thinking he's at home in Texas. This motherfucker was in California on celebrating his anniversary with his girl at the time, and they were out at dinner. I found out that little nugget when I was on another gig and they happened to be there, right? Performance went dope. You know what I'm saying? It was great. And I met him, not met him. I met him after the show.
Yeah.
In the lobby, and we're chopping it up. And then his girl goes, "Wait a minute, Coffee Black. Wait, you the son of a bitch that we got a call about when the dinner was interrupted?" Like, this motherfucker had a whole powwow. I don't know if it was with one of the promoters, one of the money backers from the show.
You should have been like, "No, man, my name's Brandon King."
Man, it was rough, bro. Like, that was one of those nights where, like, you question everything.
Yeah.
And then I had another one in another room in Chicago. Well, not Chicago, one of the burbs in Chicago. And I've never been waved off stage.
Right.
Before.
Well, you never been booed, right?
I've never been booed. Never been booed. I don't believe I've ever walked anybody. I generally do not bomb.
No, you're a solid act.
I generally do not bomb. Like, when I mean, like, I'm it's like 3 or 4 times.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this coming up 9 years. This is 9
years.
I mean, I'm still fairly young, but I've been successful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I generally have not had that, but boy, when it happens,
you don't forget.
Oh, man. Dude, look, watch this. You know what's funny? You brought this up. So today, I get a text message like, "Yo, you free?" It's like in May or something for a birthday show. I was like, "Oh, yeah, sure." You know what I mean? Like, "Oh, yeah, let's do it. Let's rock." Like, I'm free. Let's rock. And then he sent me the flyer. And then I saw the flyer. And I thought it was going to be at the same place. And immediately the anxiety in my chest, like, oh, I got to go back to ground zero. Like, like, it was that traumatic that I was like, oh, fuck, I fucked up. Like, damn it. I don't want to be a part of this shit at all. Like, I don't even want to go there. And then all of a sudden it was, like, I got competitive. Like, and I'm like, okay, yeah, we getting ready to do this. Like, let's rock. Like, let's get it going. Cool. I'm going to kill him this time. Bro, the anxiety I felt until I got the phone call, I was like, with somebody else that was on the show, he was like, "Yo, man, you on this? You on this?" I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "Okay, cool, dope. Like, good to work with you." And I was like, "Yeah, man, but I don't know about going to the venue. I had a bad night there. The last time I was there was very unbecoming." And he was like, "Oh, it's not there. It's someplace else." And then I saw where that place was at. I was like, "Well, shit, I haven't been too great in that fucking spot." I haven't been too great there either.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Bombs are, man. That is
They sting.
What's worse? Getting rejected by a female or bombing on stage?
Oh, bombing on stage, 100%.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
100%.
I think so. Yeah. They both tough.
Yeah, because I mean, rejection on chicks are just it's a dime a dozen. It's just a numbers game. But like you remember each one. I remember.
Ego, man.
Yeah, for sure.
It's hard on the ego.
Hey, hell, the worst is when you even if it's an open mic, you bomb on an open mic, you're contemplating like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? Is it worth it?
It doesn't stop though.
No, it would never will.
All the OGs I've talked to, it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop.
Right.
We got a buddy who was telling me a story about what's his name? Bobby Lee.
Yeah, Bobby Lee.
He was at the Comedy Store and Bobby Lee was on stage. Bobby did 15 and came off stage and was in agony at the bar. And he was like, it was just crazy to see him, and he was chopping it up with him. And it was like, okay, you are cemented. You're talented. You are successful. You're working. Like, to watch him, he said to watch him go through the same exact process, right? Like, he seen me go through after a set. He's like, man, that shit was crazy as hell. He was like, it doesn't stop. Like, the money doesn't stop it.
Right.
Again, every time you hop in the mic, it's a new crowd, and it's just you. You're only as good as your last set, right? And you know us, we even harder on ourselves because, you got it. You want to say it the right way, and you could get the laughs, but it's still not right.
Mm-hmm.
Do you entertain or do you push and pump your material? I don't know, man. Goddamn comedy, shit is tough.
Yeah,
it's a tough business. I don't know why we want to do this shit.
Because we like putting ourselves through hell.
Like every fucking time.
100%.
Every time. Every goddamn time. It's crazy. Yeah. Super crazy.
Man, I'm trying to find your guys' flyer.
For what?
For tonight, or what is that, Friday show or Saturday show?
You got to go on John's stage page.
Man, I was just done it.
He might not be promoting. He might be only promoting it to them people downstate. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't see it. Because it's not the Grub and Pub. No. Man, John, man, slacking. Anyways, you got this Saturday, Coffee Black Billy D, John Stage. I don't know where it's at. I don't know who's promoting it or whatnot. But I do know, coming up, April 17th, new open mic.
Is that when it starts? Is that when your new show starts? April 7th? I mean, your new room?
April 17th.
Bedford Park, Illinois.
Bedford Park, 650 South Menard Avenue. Right now, it's in the I don't know what it is, but naming things takes time for me. Because originally they wanted to name it one thing, but then we found out. I just Googled it. I just found out another club's named that name, and I'm like, well, there goes that. But it's in Magoo's.
You got a room. You like the thrill of
chaos
of having a room and putting on shows and having a club. You like that.
I'm an entertainer, man. I'm a host.
You're a mover and shaker, man. You like setting the platform.
Yeah.
You like having a platform. It's good. You got to have motherfuckers in the game that like building the platform.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For other motherfuckers to do what they do. Because I don't like that shit.
I have an idea exactly the way I want it to be.
I've had opportunities.
Yeah.
I've had opportunities to have my own room.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. No. Fuck that. I've tried it. Right? Like, it was like, all right, let me just try it.
Yeah.
I've tried it. And it's not that I was not successful or, oh, man, put on your own shows. When you start out in the beginning, it's like, oh, man, put on your own shows and this, that, and that. Oh, fuck that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is both sides. Writing a set, performing is a lot of work. Trying to double dip and be a promoter,
Right.
a club owner, or run your own room, and be a comic.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, but what else? But
I only want the stage and the mic.
100%. But you gotta make things happen.
You do. These days, the way to do it now is to create your own space and create your own lane. Right?
Yeah. I mean, the
yeah.
owner of Magoo's, very, very cool guy. He gets it. He gets the art form. He gets all that. He's there to support it. Whatever you want,
Yeah.
boom, he's there. Like it so far, and this got all struck up within the past 2 days, 2 or 3
Right.
days right before Easter. So yeah, it's gonna be a spot. Definitely, we're gonna
I'm looking forward to it.
bring in some good comedy and good times and great memories and good. It's gonna be a nice place for a date. If you want to see some good comics, I'm bringing in headliners, travel dogs, road dogs, raw dogging, whatever. Working on a wine list, champagne list. It's gonna be cool.
Are you doing sparkling wine or are you doing real champagne? You doing
Real
Veuve?
champagne,
You gonna
Chateau
get
Veuve,
Ah,
for sure. That's my
your
drink.
shit.
That's my drink.
That's your shit.
Yeah.
You love the Veuve. I've noticed since I've turned 40, I can't drink like I used to.
Well, yeah.
I haven't been drinking much, like indulging as much
Right.
in the past several years
Right.
anyway. But, tolerance is still pretty high. Man, it's like I turned 40 like last month, man, and like my body went my body was like, yeah, nope. Like, you got 3 cocktails, buddy. You do 4, man, you gonna have a long day tomorrow. Like,
Yeah, you definitely sleep in, but hey, for the pharmaceuticals are great, so you just got to know your balance.
crossfaded. I got a buddy that calls it being crossfaded.
Hey man, that guy owes me $50 too.
There's a whole lot of subliminal shit going on this first. We're gonna have to cut and edit this shit up. I'm glad this ain't live.
Yeah, exactly. Well, hey, let's get a word from our sponsor.
Let's get a word from our sponsors. We're warming up here, and then we'll be ready to rock.
Yeah, well, it's all right. Yeah, let's get a word from our sponsors right now.